Take sound control.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Myself, Sai City, counselor at Sudisha Counseling Center. So today we appreciate the enthusiasm and interest all of you has shown to join us.
Unmute. Sorry.
So today we are here to extend our hand to do friendship with all of the students of psychology and budding counselors in the name of Sneha. So once again, from behalf of all my team of counselors, I welcome all of you to join to this productive webinar of Sneha. Before we get into the session look velle mundu oka chinna video play chestanu. I would like to play a small video Manojagrithi, which will help you know about us. మా గురించి తెలియజేసేలాగా మీకు ఒక చిన్న వీడియో ప్లే చేస్తాను. And I would request everyone to please watch. Ma'am.
We'll mute all the participants. Only co-host can unmute. So all the Spurti students can be made co-host.
Okay, ma'am. So all the Spurti students, please rename yourself with your name at the rate of MJ so that we can easily make you co-host. Right.
Go ahead with the video.
Right. So this was a small introduction about our foundation, Manojagrithi, in the form of a video. Now, I would like to say a few words about our organization. So, Manojagrithi is an organization with 10 years of successful service track record, which is having a group of more than 200 dedicated skilled psychologists and mental health professionals. Our vision is to create mental health awareness and prevent the mental health issues for a healthy nation with a value system. And our mission is to help people to help themselves through group and individual counseling, creating awareness on mental health through workshops and trainings. We have Sudisha Counseling Center, which is a unit of Manojagrithi, registered NGO since 2012, working towards creation of mental health awareness. Under Sudisha, we provide counseling services such as individual counseling, adolescent counseling, child counseling, family and marriage counseling, mental education, career counseling, and etc. to name a few. Now, I take the opportunity to introduce to you all the director and founder of our Manojagrithi, Dr. Geetha Challa, psychologist. She is an RCI certified psychologist, founder and director of Manojagrithi, certified RE and CBT therapist from Albert Ellis Institute of New York, certified art therapist in diploma in AD, who is working with government and non-government departments with the direct and indirect coverage across 25 lakh students. Now, she is also a recipient of many awards. To name a few, they are Karamveer Chakra Puraskaram Award, International Stress Counseling Award, Student Legacy Travel Award Canada. And moreover, apart from all of this, ma'am has personally been guided and appreciated by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Garu in Youth Empowerment Project Vision 2020. Now, I hand over the show to Dr. Geetha Challa ma'am to address students of psychology and the budding counselor. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, my dear Shruti. Today's start. And good evening, all of you. I mentioned her as a star because she's helping us, all of us, to understand the process of counseling, being a client for all of us. So thank you, Shruti, to begin with, because today you're giving a direction for all of us and understanding about the intake session. Thank you so much for that, for your consent. So today's agenda, yes, I know that some of the participants were asking about agenda. I'll share with you. Today, the basic things, there are two things today we are trying to focus. Number one is we are going to show you a live show shortly in 2 minutes. We start the live show. That is entire intake session you will see. Okay, from the start to the end of the session. After that, we have a very, very productive discussion on the show, on the session. And after that, we have again one more, the second part, very interesting part is career confusion. I know that most of us are confused about career, and also maybe if you're not confused also, you want to build your career. So you have a right direction in the second part about the career building in psychology. So most of your doubts will be clarified, and I will share my experiences, and most of the senior most psychologists in the field, I will give you some example about it. Okay, so let us start with understanding. I think we already, posted the list of counseling skills and stages in the chat box. All of you immediately take pen and paper, and I request all of you to please come on to the video so that you are very alert to watch the video. Number one. Number two, when you are watching it, you tend to make a note of it. So please open your videos. This 1 hour dedicate for learning. This is a rare opportunity which you get or any student will get to watch a live show. It's not that easy. So please respect this time, and also, the person who gave consent, and please be ready with pen and paper. Take a note of skills and stages which will be demonstrated in the session, where our senior counselors will help you. Where our all senior counselors are there, they will be helping you to understand when the session is going on. They will be typing in the chat box. Geetha Challa is using reflection of feeling. Geetha Challa is taking background information. They will be typing. So I want all of you to be alert. Look at the chat box. Look at Geetha Challa and Shruti. Okay. So now we also have list on the screen also. Then we'll start the session. Over to you.
Right. I will quickly take you through all the skills and stages once. Right. Basic skills used are attending and listening, rapport building with the client, silence to listen to the client, maintaining confidentiality, focusing on the client, questioning them, open-ended and close-ended questions, paraphrasing, reflection of feelings, immediacy, approval and reassurance, self-disclosure, challenging skill, interpretation, summarizing, guidance and information. That's it. Now we'll move on to the stages of counseling, which include again attending and listening. Scholar, we'll get into the details of it. Second is basic information of the client, confidentiality statement, presenting the issue by the client, understanding effect, initial 6 key questions, collection of background information such as family, physical and mental health condition, childhood and stressful events of life. Then exploration of the issue, then coining the issue, providing mental health checklist, providing interventions, soap notes, writing soap notes, follow-up session, and ending the session, which can be concluding, referral, transfer, and termination. Right.
I just wanted to read out the disclaimer for you because it is my responsibility to read out this. Okay. So today's session is as it is going live, and I'm going to take the issue, one of the issue which the client already faced or facing. So this session is a demonstration of counseling skills came from a therapeutic work, and this is only meant to create awareness and only for training purposes. And we have a very good intention behind this session because we wanted to mentor and also support the budding psychologists. So this session is only meant for the training and supervision purposes only. So this is a disclaimer we are giving as it is going live. And Shruti, I want to ask you that today's session will be going live in YouTube, and that will be forever in the YouTube. So is it okay for you?
Yes, ma'am. It is
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So now, yes, let us watch a live show of intake session entire. I want the organizers to please mute all the participants except Shruti and Geetha. And want both of us to be pinned. Stop sharing. And senior counselors, kindly be alert and try to answer the questions in the chat. And the participants who already joined, please, if you have anything, please make a note of it. Kindly don't, try to ask the questions about the session in the chat that will disturb others. Kindly, you can just observe the skills and stages, what is going on. And questions, please make a note of it. We'll answer all the questions at the end of the session. Right? Thank you so much. And then we'll start the session. I'm just, okay, fine. I can see both of us. So I'll count from 10 to 1. No, 3 to 1. Who will count for me? To start the live session, who will count for me?
Shall I count?
You are the client now, so you are not counting. Shall we ask Rajita to count or Priya to count? I can see them on the screen. Yes, please.
Yes, ma'am. Shall we start?
Yes, kindly.
5, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, Shruti. Hello.
Hi, ma'am.
Please take your seat. Make your comfortable, Shruti.
Okay.
Okay. So, Shruti, would you like to have some water or something?
No, ma'am, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, fine. Comfortable?
Yes.
Right. So, Shruti, before we start the session, I would like to tell you about the confidentiality. Confidentiality means whatever we speak today in this session will be kept confidential, and no part of this information or this discussion will go out of this room. Not to your parents, not to my friends or colleagues, nobody from this. Okay, and Keshit also will be very safe. Okay, Shruti. But confidentiality have two limits. Only two limits. If you tell me that you are getting thoughts of ending your life, or if you are getting bored about your life, or if you are sharing any information about current abuse, it can be physical abuse, mental abuse, sexual abuse, verbal abuse, then I may share with someone who will take care of me. That too with your consent also. Okay? So, Shruti, tell me how I can help you.
Ma'am, I am totally fine. I just came and I'm sitting here because my mom told me to come and listen to you, ma'am.
Okay. So, your mom sent here.
Yes.
Okay. So, Shruti, anyway, you're already here sitting in front of me. So, would you like to spend some time with me? Yeah, you're already here. So, can we spend some time together?
Okay.
Okay, good, good. So, now, can I ask you to tell me something about you?
Something about me, like what I'm studying and all.
No, I want to know more about your characteristics. For example, let us do one thing, Shruti. Can you write A to Z on paper? A, B, C, D. Can you write it on paper? I think you have given a pen and paper, no? Can you write?
Yes, I can write, but it is so boring. Why you're asking me to write the alphabets, ma'am?
It's boring.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't want to write A, B, C, D, huh?
Okay, I will try doing
Okay.
it.
Okay. Okay. Try.
I'm done.
Done. So you have done A to Z.
Yes.
Well, A to Z you wrote. Okay. Great. So now can you write your characters with each letter?
Till Z I have to write.
How? Your own character, for example, see, I'm Geetha. For G for I will say giving nature. And if with T I say I'm a talkative person, something like this.
Ma'am, actually they told that I should come and listen to you, but why are you making me to do all these things, ma'am? I'm
Okay.
totally fine.
So Mama told that you should listen to me.
Yeah.
Okay. You will listen to me. Chal, you are not writing. So I will do one thing. See, I have a cup here. And see, you play, no? You play something like that. I have some, small coins with me. I don't know what I'm picking up. I picked one. See, here I have D. So with D, can you tell me something about you? D. Something about you. Chal.
D. I'm distressed.
Okay. You feel distressed. Okay. Okay. I'm taking one more. F.
F.
Yeah.
I have fear of failure.
Okay. Okay, Shruti, I'll give one more. M. M.
N. I don't remember. I'm not remembering.
You don't know. So, last letter. We'll take last letter. I'll pick up one more, which is last. Okay, let's think of something with J. J.
I like to be joyous, but I'm not.
Oh, you want to be joyful, but you are not. Okay, Shruti. So when I was asking and trying to understand from you, you said distress, and you also told me that you have fear of failure, and you told me that you want to be joyful, but which you are not. Can I ask you one thing? Just take 1 minute and tell me, Shruti. Do you want to be really happy? Do you want to joyful? Do you want the joy in life?
Yes,
Yes. Okay. So, Shruti, you already told me that you are distressed and also you have some fear of failure. Two things you told me. So, would you like to work on them?
I like to work on them, but I think I'm fine.
Okay. Yeah. See, it's not that you're not fine. See, visiting a psychologist doesn't mean that you're weak. You want to become more strong, Shruti. You want to become more strong. Yes.
Yes,
Okay. So now can I ask you to choose one issue which you really need to work on?
okay. Fear of failure.
Fear of failure. So can you give me one incident, recent incidents where you experienced this fear of failure?
Ma'am, recently in my class we had to present a PowerPoint presentation on different topics. So I want to do that, but I don't know. Somewhere I was scared that my friends, if the presentation doesn't go well, my friends will make fun of me, or I was having that. Everybody will make fun of me if my presentation is not good. And because of that, I was not able to do even though I wanted to do it.
Okay. So when this happened, this incident, when this
Before 2 weeks,
before 2 weeks. Okay. Okay. So before giving the presentation itself, you have this fear of failure. Am I right?
yes,
Okay. So in that incident, let us take that as an incident. And that day, when you need to give the presentation, and you were thinking about that, fear of failure or kya hoga, friends will laugh at me, comment at me. What's up? All those things were going on. Tell me how you were feeling actually. What was the feeling?
I was feeling sad and bad about the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. You're feeling bad and sad about the whole thing. Mhm. Any other feelings, Shruti?
I was getting little bit frustrated and anger also that why I'm not able to do this,
Mm-hmm.
even though I want to do this.
Okay. So Shruti, you
Frustration,
said, okay. Continue.
frustration and irritation.
Frustration, irritation, and you said sad and bad also.
Yeah.
So which one was more significant in this?
Most significantly, I was frustrated because I was not able to do.
Frustration was more. Okay. So when you were frustrated, what you were doing? What was your behavior?
Like I was not able to express it to anyone, and it was inside me. I went into my room and I was like silent,
Okay. So you were not sharing with anyone.
not sharing. It was with me very much frustrated and couldn't express anywhere.
Mm. So I can understand, Shruti. I can really empathize with you when, really you want to do something, but you have some fear which is stopping you and you are getting frustrated. It's very bad situation for any student to, happen something like this. Yeah. So, Shruti, any physiological disturbances you were observing inside? Any changes in your body?
During that time,
Mhm.
when I'm frustrated, my
Yes.
breath, my breathing was high.
Okay.
I feel restless because I'm not able to express to anyone.
You feel restless about the whole.
Sometimes I was getting a headache also, thinking about it.
So headache was there, plus, your heart rate was there, breathing was there. Okay, okay. So then, can you just tell me what was going on in your mind when you were feeling frustrated? What thoughts were running in your mind?
Or that this is the end of it, maybe I'm like this only, never I will be able to give a presentation.
I can never do it.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts?
I can never give a presentation. I can never handle people who make fun of at me.
I cannot handle people.
Yeah.
Can you write, Shruti, have a pen and paper that will help us?
Okay.
Okay, yes, only thoughts.
So I can never give a presentation.
Mhm.
I can never handle people who make fun of me.
Mhm. Okay, that's it. Okay, fine. So you keep them, specific. You just put a star mark. When I ask you again, you will get back to these thoughts again. Shruti. Okay, fine. So now, as you said, this was a recent incident which happened. But Shruti, just think and tell me, is it now this started, or since how long this fear of failure is already there inside?
It was there. Every time I give a presentation, I have it, but this time I totally stopped myself.
Okay. So can we take it as recent? That is 2 weeks. Can I put it? Like
Yeah.
since 2 weeks it is happening?
Yes.
Okay, Shruti. So any significant event, do you remember for this? 2 weeks back, any significant event happened?
2 weeks back. When I, not 2 weeks back, but when I joined this college, at the freshers party, I gave a try to present my talent, but my seniors made fun of me.
Okay.
That was so bad. Then I couldn't tell anyone. Then that stopped me from trying anything.
Okay.
I'm
So,
a fresher to this course.
so you mean that the freshers day, when you try doing something, so that incident have something to do with the present of failure also?
Maybe if you're telling now, I am able to connect it.
Okay, okay. Yeah, Shruti, sometimes this sort of connections will be there in our life. Sometimes childhood experiences may have some connection with the present, or some incidents may have, some effect on our behavior. So let us explore this. We will look into it little later. Okay, Shruti? So as you said, this frustration is there. How frequently you experience this frustration? Is it only incidental or across the days it happens?
It is incidental only.
Okay. Only when incident happens.
Yes.
Right. So if I ask you to scale your frustration, you said frustration.
Yes.
So on a scale of 0 to 100, 0 being no frustration, 100 is very high frustration, where do you keep your frustration on the scale?
Okay, but when no, as I said, it is incidental. At that point, I feel very frustrated. I can give a 95 to 96.
Okay. In the situation, it was 95.
Yeah.
Right. Right. So Shruti, do you think you would like to come out of this?
Yes, I would like to come out of it.
You want to come out of it. Again, I will give you one more scale. 0 is no motivation at all, and 100 is very high motivation for Shruti. So, Shruti, tell me, where do you stand? Motivation levels.
I want to 100% come out of it.
You want
Now,
to
if you are telling, I am feeling it. But before, I thought I could never make it
Hmm?
again.
So you have motivation, 100% motivation.
Yes.
Good, good, Shruti. I really appreciate because that motivation definitely helps you, but we work together. It's not Geetha will do something magic abracadabra, but we work together so that you definitely come out of it. Okay? Okay?
Okay.
Chalo. So just wanted to understand, did you visited any psychologist before coming to me?
No, I didn't. This is the first time, and I don't know that it will be like this.
Mhm. So you mean to say like this means how, Shruti? What did you expected here?
I thought like everyone will my parents used to tell, why are you like this? I thought you will also tell me some, mm, I don't know, some lecture, and you will send me like every month.
No, Shruti, I'm not a lecturer.
Yes.
See, I'm a
Like,
counselor sitting here in front of you. I'm a not lecturer. I am completely non-judgmental. Okay? Don't make me a lecturer.
right.
Am I a lecturer?
Now I understood that.
Great, great. That's so nice of you. Okay? So now can will we go back to your childhood? Something like I will take you back to your childhood and ask you one or two questions. So first, before that, before going into childhood, can we understand something about your family? Who are all there in your family?
Family, my mom, my dad, me.
Three of you.
That's it. Three of us.
Okay. Okay. So how is your relationship with your father?
It's normal. It's not really friendly and all. I just talk to him whenever I need. That's it.
It's not very fun.
He's busy because he's busy. Always.
He's busy. Okay. And how is your relationship with your mother?
It is good.
Good.
Better than my father. Maybe a little bit close to her.
Okay. Okay. So your relationship with your mother is better than father.
Yes.
Okay. Then now going back to childhood, what sort of child you were, Shruti? What people used to call you?
Uh, like a stubborn girl.
Oh, you were a very stubborn girl. Mhm. Okay. And any incident you remember when you were a childhood, which is stressful in nature?
Stressful. Once.
Okay. If you are not comfortable with me, Shruti, if you are not comfortable, you can talk it in the next. You can let me know in the next session. Not to worry. We'll just hold it back. Okay. Not to worry. Okay. Sure. So now, how about your school? Any incident from school which you want to share with me?
Yes. Firstly, I have changed 3 schools in my childhood,
Mhm.
and that was a problem for me when I changed first 2 schools.
Okay.
Uh, and first school I was doing good. When I changed, then there I was not able to adjust, and there I had fear of teachers. They used to not understand me. They used to punish me
Okay.
when
Okay.
I was not doing good.
Right. Right.
And again, when I changed for the third school, there also I had adjustment problems, but it was good. There, the environment was good. I picked up.
So you have been experiencing the adjustment problems in the schools.
Yes,
Yeah, and recently also you mentioned that in the school, that first day when you went also there was a problem in the college.
right.
Okay. Okay. So I just asked about the health history. Shruti just wanted to understand because physical health will have a direct impact on the mental health. So just wanted to understand, do you have any physical health ailments? In the sense, physical problems, see, I have some problems. I have BP and thyroid, something like this. You do you have anything? You have the list in front of you. I gave you the checklist, right? So
Right.
look at it and tell me which one do you have?
I have headache sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I have a little bit migraine.
Okay.
then some dust allergy. Then my hemoglobin levels fluctuate. They're
Okay.
not constant.
Hemoglobin levels are stable.
Yes.
And Shruti, what about mental health? In your family, do you have any mental health history? In the sense, someone having any issue, grandparents or parents?
I don't know. I think no one had.
No one.
I never heard about.
And you're not on medication. You don't use any medication. Any
Yeah,
medication?
just vitamin intake. I am on vitamin.
Only vitamins, not other medication. Okay, Shruti, I'm just trying to, summarize. See, I tried exploring your issue. You said fear of failure, and you also mentioned about your emotions, different emotions you experience. And we tried understanding your background information, physical health, mental health, and school health, and childhood also we tried understanding. So keeping all this in place, I think this fear of failure, something will happen. That fear is there. Frustration is an emotion, but the issue is you have fear of failure. Am I right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So Shruti, I'll give you an example. You imagine a pizza. You like pizza?
Yes, I like a lot.
Oh, you like. So imagine that there is a pizza and you ordered pizza, and would you share with the family members or you eat on your own?
I give them a piece, then I eat.
So you share one piece with them, huh? You eat the remaining part. Huh? Okay, fine. So similarly, as you eat pizza, as you share pizza, when we have issues, it is not one hand which makes the sound. Like it's not one person who is solely responsible. So how much responsibility would you share with family members or others for your fear of failure? Take 1 minute and tell me. Don't be in a hurry to answer me. Take 1 minute and think and tell me whom do you distribute the responsibility for your present condition.
I think a part is played by my parents by changing my schools.
Okay.
Then, the teachers who used to literally not understand me and punish me simply, I was suffering, but they used to just punish me for not doing. Then my seniors who just made fun of me and made me feel bad.
Okay.
Then again, it's me also,
Okay.
because I should fight back. Maybe because of them, I am taking a step back. I think I should take a step forward.
Okay. So you nicely distributed the responsibility of your issue with different people around you and your own self, Shruti. I really appreciate because it's a great insight you have on your issue. That's a great thing. I should appreciate it you because this will help me in therapy. See, when you have a lot of insight and when you're very clear about your issue, it's easy for me to take you through the counseling session and it will build our relationship also, right? So that's so nice that you have so much of insight about. So now we go back to those thoughts. I think you have thoughts. There are so many other issues. So when you come back in the next session, I will try to give the issues checklist, and we'll try to do it in the next session. Okay, I will just keep it aside for this session, and I'm going with your current issue. Okay. So now I saw you writing two thoughts, Shruti. I told you to star mark them. Can you just pick them up?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I can never give a PPT presentation. And I think I can't handle people who make fun of me or who comment me.
Okay. Okay. So we'll take one by one. First, again, I will look into the first thought. You nicely, said, I can never be able to handle people. Okay. Can you write it in a bigger line, like big letters? And read one word for me again.
Okay. I
Hmm?
can
Hmm.
never
Okay.
handle people.
Hmm. So, Shruti, can you read out again for me? I
can never handle people.
I can never handle people. Okay. Shruti, I want you to tell me one example from your, not from school, just leave the school and think of any incident in your life about friends where you would nicely handle your friends situation. Any incident, small also.
Small, I don't think, I don't know whether it is handling or not. I go to college on my two-wheeler. Then one day my friend, she has to go very long and she missed her bus. Then I was able to drop her to some
Okay.
distance. I think she was very worried because she missed the last bus, and I was able to give her a hand, a helping hand.
Okay. Okay. Somewhere you were trying to help her and handle your friendship.
Yes,
That help. Do you think it had a good effect on your friendship or not?
yes, she's always thankful to me. She's good to me.
Right. Great. Now, Shruti, just think one more example of any time you tried doing something or handling people or anything about your neighbors or relatives.
Neighbors or I'm not getting you. Like, am I handling any difficult situation or just
No. It is you tried helping someone, your relatives or your neighbor. As you help your friend, right, Shruti?
yes,
Similarly, did you try doing something for your neighbors or friends, relatives?
yes, I did. I do a lot of things to my neighbors. We stay in an apartment and
Okay.
I can do so many things. I did so many things like we have old people in our next flat. Sometimes if they want to make some calls or some bank things to be filled and all, that grandmother calls me. I help her
Okay.
making
What is your
calls.
relationship with that grandmother?
It is good. She gives me something if she makes the.
So you're very happy with them. Your relation is very good with your neighbors, grandmother.
Yes.
Yes. See now, Shruti. Again, I want you to read that sentence which you wrote. Read that sentence, that thought which you wrote.
I can never handle people.
Now tell me, is it a fact or an assumption? Because we already saw two examples where you are already handling people in a nice manner. But here you are telling, I can never. Can you put a circle on that never? Make
Yes.
a circle. Shruti, this is generalization. This is generalization. We call it as generalization. See, if I'm traveling like this is a nice path. Okay, I'm going like this. But if I'm going this way, you say that no, ma'am, don't go that way. Come onto the road. Would you say or not?
Yes.
Yes. Similarly, our thoughts also, normal thoughts will go in a right direction like this. But sometimes we tend to get distortions. Distortions will take us right or left or in a wrong direction. So when you see, look into your thought, I can never handle people. That never is your generalization. You took one example of your life where you could not do something and somebody commented you. That's where you caught it and you generalized for everything in your life.
Yes.
You already gave me two examples, and today I will give you one home activity. I want you to think of 5 more examples of you being a people person. Okay? Is it okay? We'll make it as a home activity. But before that, now can you look into that thought and tell me how differently you can think now. Any alternative thought? Do you want some water, Shruti? Would you like to have some water?
Yes, ma'am.
Please, please. You can. You can. We'll wait for you.
So I can never handle people is my thought. I think if I try, I can handle people.
Yes. I'm already handling people in this particular situation. I was not able to handle, but it doesn't mean that in my entire life I cannot handle. So can we write like this?
Yes.
In a particular situation, I failed to handle people. That doesn't mean that I cannot handle forever or never. Just write it on a paper properly, and next time when you come, I want you to bring some cards like this, small cards, see? Something like this, okay? So these cards will help you to make a note of it with sketch pens. This is my card. You can write like this, okay? This is called coping card, Shruti. So next time when you come, I want you to prepare a coping card and then come. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, Chala, keep it with you. And now to summarize, again, I go back and summarize as the time is up. We will continue the next session also, but to summarize and to understand what happened today, we tried looking into one thought distortion, which we call it as generalization. And Shruti, see, these distortions can happen to me also. There are so many. When you come again, we will try to understand what are the different distortions, how we can come out of them, and all those things I will teach you. Sometimes I also get these distortions. It's common for people. It's thought errors. We call them as thought errors. In computer, you have errors, no?
Yes.
Computer, you get error. In oven also you get error. In a bike also you get error. Mind also will get error. So not to worry much about it, but we need to correct them. What do you say, Shruti?
Yes, we need to correct them.
We need to correct them so that you can have a better life and also you can be more stronger. Yes?
Yes.
So, can you write home activity? Write 5 incidents or situations where you are a people person. And when you come back, you will be sharing those things in the next session with me. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
So now, last 2 minutes we'll spend. 2 minutes, Shruti. Tell me what was very helpful in today's session. Actually, I spent a lot of time in understanding your, issue. But still, can you tell me anything helpful today?
When you took me to my past and connected to me, then it was a realization. I never thought that it is coming from my past, this situation.
Okay.
That I realized when we started questioning, that made me realize. And then when you made me to look into that particular thought, and when you told to remind myself of me being a helping person, that boosted up, like, I think that gave a positive feeling to me at that moment, that yes, I did something, because I totally forgot and I was just thinking that I can't.
That to never also.
Right. So that working on thoughts and making me realize, I liked it a lot.
Right. Okay. So, Shruti, just before going, see, there are 2 parts. This is one part. This is one part. Let me show you this. That is my, important thing which I keep on my table safe. Okay. So this is one connection. And this one connection is like, I can never make it, I can never handle. This is one neural pathway which is already existing in your mind, which is very strong. But now today I told you something different, which is the next part. But this is not strong. The second one is not strong. Okay. So if you repeat this second thought again and again, so this second path will become stronger and the first path will dilute. Okay? Got it? So I want you to practice this thought, the alternative thought, the new thought, so that you come back. So Shruti, just tell me, how do you want to practice this new thought? What will you do to keep it, more strong in your mind?
You told me to make a card.
Good.
So I think I will stick it on my wall or near the mirror to remind myself.
Okay. And one more thing can you do nowadays? I think your voice is very good. Can you record a voice message and send me 3 times?
Okay, you want me to say that thought 3 times and send the voice message?
Tell me the voice message.
Yes, I can do that.
Okay. So we'll conclude the session here. And see, today is Saturday, right, Shruti? So we'll meet next Saturday. Next Saturday, same time. If it is okay for you, tell your mom to talk to the front office and have a session. Okay. See you, Shruti.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Yeah. So now we are Geetha and Shruti back. We have the gallery view. Shall we go to the gallery view and then have a reflections? No need of presentation. No need of pinning. Let's have a view, or you can pin me, or we can have a gallery view. Okay. So now floor is open for questions or discussion. You can unmute yourself and ask questions or give your feedback on the session. Anything is fine. We'll spend 5 minutes because we have the second half where we are continuing with the career confusion. I have a very interesting PowerPoint on career confusion which runs for 15 to 20 minutes. Okay. So any questions?
Participants can raise your hands if you have questions, or you can type in the chat.
Yes. So we have a question Google form in the chat box. You can type in that Google form so that we get the question here. You can type there. If you don't want to ask, go to the Google form, click it, and write the question. We will see in the spreadsheet.
Right.
Shruti, open the spreadsheet.
Yeah. We have a question from Lakshmi Sailaja Gali. Ma'am, you can unmute. She wants
Good
to
evening, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Good evening, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I'm Shailaja. I have a doubt, ma'am. In the taking of information, at one point in taking history, background history, a question is asked like, what kind of child you were? And she said she's a stubborn girl. Is it not labeling that is if the client may consider it as that she will be labeled with that name, or will it play any impact on her expression of her own thought or something like that?
Shailaja Garu, see, this is not the new label we are giving. The label is when she was child, how people used to call her. So that actually comes into the psychoanalysis. That helps in the psychoanalysis, Amma. When we do the psychoanalysis, where this information is very, very important for us to understand the present condition of the client. So it is not that new label we are giving. Actually, as you said, it's a very nice point you raised. So in coming sessions, what I will do with Shruti is actually I will relabel also. It's not that I will label, I will relabel the child again.
Okay.
Relabeling technique can be given to the client. That's a nice question you asked, but definitely it will ask. That is a very important question we should ask.
Okay, madam. So అలా మనం కేసెస్ తీసుకునేటప్పుడు వాళ్ళకి ఇంతకు ముందు ఏమేంటి అలా లేబుల్స్ ఉన్నాయి, లేకపోతే వాళ్ళని వాళ్ళు ఎలా పర్సీవ్ చేసుకున్నారు ఆ వేరే వాళ్ళు ఇచ్చే లేబుల్ ని బట్టి అనే ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ మనం తీసుకోవచ్చా?
No. It is not about ఇంతకు ముందు అంటే పెద్దగైనాక కాదండి. Only when she was child. Because I will tell you, you go and read out Andy. According to Sigmund Freud, he says that by the age of 6 years, the personality is completely formed. So that's why we are asking a question, how she was in her childhood, that 6 years of age, that label will help us to understand the personality of this client. That's why we are asking. Otherwise, don't ask about labels in the present end. No.
Okay, madam. Okay, madam. Thank you so much.
Right. Okay, any questions you have? Meanwhile, we start with the other part of the session, and then I want you to please click on the Google form, a small question form, questionnaire given. It is like your name and contact number and your question, so that it will come into the spreadsheet and they will come back with the answer. Okay. Meanwhile, I have the next part of the presentation. Okay. Chalo. So we can take the questions, continue taking the questions, and you can also chat directly in the chat box, or you can use the Google form for the questions. Now, we have, I want, one or two students, or maybe we'll take this at the end. Shall we go with the presentation and take it then? That should be better. Okay. Now we'll go with this. I promised you in my video that I'm going to, put an end for your confusion of career. Now I want all of you, please take pen and paper. Please take pen and paper and kindly keep writing the answers for the questions given here. This is